Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Isabel and tonight I have for you an option for your makeup for your graduation. Thank you very much for being here and let's start. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is to apply some moisturizing cream. Moisturizer cream. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. And I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. I'm not really into heavy makeup, so I'm just going to mix my foundation with moisturizing cream. So basically, it's going to be like a tint. And with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to start applying it. This is a trick that you can use, is that you pick a little bit, well, not a little bit, of foundation and start rotating the brush so you can coat evenly the bristles of the brush. And then you start applying it. I like to avoid my under eye area because I'm going to apply some other products there. I don't want this part to get too heavy, you know, like too thick. Now before doing the under eye part, I'm going to contour my face and I'm going to apply cream blush. I love this cream blush. I think it's so pretty. It's very dewy. Oh god, which one is it? Oh, this one. This one by e.l.f. So pretty. So pretty. Like this. Again, doing the rotation motion. Looks so pretty. Now for cream bronzer, I'm going to use this stick. This is a Maybelline stick. I think this is discontinued. You have to work fast because it dries quite quickly. Sorry for that ambulance. I hope it's not too annoying. Now I'll move on to the concealer. I'm going to use this one. This is from Natura, which, by the way, if you didn't know, this is a Brazilian brand. It's quite good, actually. And I'm going to apply just a little bit here. I think that's enough. And a little bit here. And a little bit here. Maybe just a little bit here. Yep. Oh my god, it's drying so fast. Alright. Now, let's set everything. First thing that I'm going to do is to set the contour with this. This is, I think this is, yes, Catrice. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used to apply the cream contour. This one is very beautiful because it is shimmery. Oh, it's really, really pretty. Oh, God. think that it didn't show you, but I applied a little bit of contour to my nose, and I'm going to use exactly the same brush that I used to the cream contour, and I'm going to set this. One trick that I learned from a makeup artist is that when your nose is very long, you should avoid doing all this. It boils down to preferences, right? Always. But is that something that maybe, if you have a long nose like me, maybe you should try? Maybe you like it. Let's move on to the powder blush. And I'm going to use this one from Milani in the shade 05 Luminoso. So pretty. Alright. And the rest of the face, I'm going to set it with translucent powder. I'm not going to use a, how do you call this? I think it is a powder puff. I think it is. I don't know, in Spanish it is borla. I'm not going to use this because I think that in my case it's going to make my skin, my skin ends up looking really dry and really heavy, so I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use a brush, okay? One of this. And the first thing that I'm going to set is the concealer, but without allowing myself to look down, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Okay. I'll look this part. I'll look this part. I'm gonna blend the concealer, and where is it? Oh, highlighter. I'm going to apply a little bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit here, and now let's set all the powdery products, because right now I can see on the mirror that my skin is looking a little bit too powdery, like too dry, so this is going to help. This is a fan that I got from one of my brides. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to use this concealer, I think it is. Yeah, concealer. I forgot the name of this thing. I'm going to apply just a little bit here. Alright. And I'm going to do this with my fingers, and I'm going to blend it out. It's not something that I usually do on my clients, but that's something that I don't have any problem doing on myself. Now with one fluffy big brush, I'm going to use it because my eyelid is quite big. If your eyelids are smaller, use a smaller brush, always, okay? The size of the brush depends also on the size of the eyelid. And I'm just gonna, very lightly, I'm going to warm up the, God, I forgot the name of this, the crease. Oh, by the way, I'm using the bronzer. When you get here, just, how do you say that, like, drag it out. Now using another bronzer, this is a little bit darker. This is not as shimmery as the other one, but it doesn't matter. I just want it because it's warm and it's a little bit darker. And with a smaller brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit. This time I'm not going to go as far, not like the other one. I'm going to be a little bit closer to the crease. I'm not going to blend it out as much as the other one. And I'm going to go just to emphasize these, the V, the outer V, just a little bit. Now with my finger, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the concealer that I used prior to all the eyeshadow, and I'm going to start applying this on the lid, little by little. Then I'm going to set it with an eyeshadow that looks like this. I know it's like ivory. Pick up a little bit. If you do not do this, it's going to crease. So you better not skip this part. Now, once that concealer is set, I'm going to use a brown pencil, and I'm going to do the liner. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge it out. I don't know. Let me show you. Okay, just a little bit. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And then with a small brush, I already did this on this eye, but I'm going to darken it a little bit more. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to apply the eyeliner directly onto the eyelid, but I'm going to pick up with the brush just a little bit. I told you at the very beginning that you are going to hear airplanes. Not even once have I heard one of them. Alright, and once that part is set, then I'm going to apply some shimmer. I'm going to use this eyeshadow, which is like a creamy, like gelish eyeshadow. But just as a topper, I don't want to, you know, like something like this, not really glittery. That's just like a topper, something that just like a little bit of sparkle, but not glittery, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. If you curl your eyelashes, I recommend you to use waterproof mascara, because it's going to make the curl hold. Otherwise it's just going to go like so. Now off camera I applied falsies, and I'm going to show you a trick that is going to be really useful. What do you think? Now the first powder bronzer you're going to pick up, and in a flat brush you're going to start warming up the bottom lash line. And with one of these brushes, an even flatter brush, you're going to pick up a brownish, a darker brown, just a little bit, and you're going to, again, very close to the bottom eyelashes. And now, mascara. Just in case you're wondering if this is a necklace, no, it is not. This is my mic. Eyebrows. I'm going to use this gel. This is from Melu by Ruby Rose, which is a Brazilian brand. It's so good. It's very, very good. Go in the opposite direction of how the hair grows, and then going in the direction of the growing of the hair. Is that how you say that? No, I'm pretty sure it isn't, because it sounds weird. And now that the eyebrows are dried, I'm going to use this eyebrow pencil that is a brown, like an ashy brown. I love it. I think that's it. I think we can move on to the lips. I'm going to start outlining it. As a personal preference, I like to go over the edge of my lips, just here on the top part, not very much, just a little bit. And again, that's a really personal preference. Right. And I'm going to use a lipstick that I got from a friend, my friend Blanquita. That this is a little bit too bright, but let's see how it turns out. I'm not gonna highlight a lot, okay, because as you can see, it's quite bright, and I'm going to use a finger to blend it out and to, you know, like blend together with the lip liner. What do you think about it, guys? I think it's a little bit too bright. I'm not sure, but I'm going to apply this again, eyeliner, no, lip liner, and which is kind of brownish, kind of like a pinky brown. I don't know. I'm just going to go over the lips just a little bit so I can, I don't know, just modify the color. Okay, I think I like it. Okay. Yep. Now I'm going to finalize everything. I'm just going to apply some clear gloss. Alright, so this is the final look. So I hope that you have enjoyed watching me doing it. I hope that you like it, and I hope that maybe this makeup can inspire you to do something similar on your graduation day. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.